Welcome back. In Madhya Pradesh, a village got together to decide that a married woman deserved to be punished because she chose to see another man. An example required to be made out of her and her alleged lover. And so the village got together and beat them up, tore their clothes, poured black oil on them, and then paraded them for everyone to see and learn. And no, the police did not intervene, neither did the political class. In fact, the police took their time even to file an FIR.
This young couple was stripped, thrashed, and then paraded in a semi-naked state through their village. Their crime? Falling in love. First, the woman's in-laws tied the couple to a pole, and then the furious village mob set upon them, thrashing them black and blue. But even that wasn't enough for the village's self-appointed moral police. The couple's clothes were torn off, their bodies blackened, and then they were paraded in the semi-nude state across 3 villages. Bags containing manure were tied to the couple's lower abdomen, and they were booed and jeered by an accompanying crowd. The young man was even ordered to beat a drum throughout.
This is really totally insensitive, inhuman, brutal act by the people of the village against the couple. This is totally disrespect to human life, human dignity. Atrocities like this is a daily routine in Madhya Pradesh, and government has failed in intervening or stopping the thing. And I am told that in this particular incident, even police people were encouraging the people who were committing all these crimes against this couple.
The kangaroo-style justice was delivered in broad daylight, and the couple's horrifying ordeal went on for over 2 hours. No one from the village intervened. Neither did the police.
उनको बांध के रखा और फिर कपड़े भी उतार करके उस पर उनको काला तेल से उनको काला तेल डाल दिया था उनको. उसके बाद गांव में जुलूस निकाला था.
Reports say that the couple were again given a thrashing by the villagers in the night for having dared to approach the police.
अब ये सारी जांच का विषय है, सारी रिपोर्ट्स आ जाए और मैंने अधिकारियों को जो भी अगर इसमें कोई चूक हुई है और जो भी अपराधी उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करने के लिए मैंने कहा है.
It's the dark ages in Shivraj Singh Chauhan's Madhya Pradesh. 115 innocent people lost their lives due to utter mismanagement at the Datia temple. Shivraj Chauhan's industries minister was found flinging cash at a public function. And now comes this story from Dhar that makes us hang our heads in shame. Is this the real development that Shivraj will showcase to his voters ahead of the assembly polls? Bureau Report, headlines today.
Joining me on Newsnight tonight is Ranjana Kumari, Director of the Center for Social Research. Also from the Congress, Ami Yagnik is joining me, and Shaina NC will be joining me from the BJP in just a bit. Let me start with you, Ranjana Kumari. What we're seeing in Madhya Pradesh, and this is not the first time that pictures that are as shocking and a mindset that is being perpetuated is seen in a part of India. But do you think that the political class and the kind of statements that we've seen, at least in the recent past, even after the Nirbhaya case in Delhi, in a way perpetuates this kind of psyche and lets people go ahead with the kind of street justice that we see?
Absolutely, Maruf. This is absolutely the outcome of total irresponsible behavior of the political class. Not only that they make statements which are outrageous, but they also take upon themselves to not only support such kind of incidents indirectly, tacitly, because of the vote bank. We have heard of all kinds of khap and caste panchayats which have delivered this kind of kangaroo justice, and it is more shocking that this was an elected panchayat and sarpanch of the panchayat has delivered this kind of a justice kangaroo decision of kangaroo justice. But more than that, the political class only goes to the people to ask for vote. That is the only role that they see for the people in this democratic setup. They never ever, where is the MLA of the area, where is the MP of the area? There are the people who get elected by the same people, and they never go back to really go and try to understand why this is happening in their area and what they can do, and their whole jing-bang of political party workers can do to change this kind of a mindset in society.
On that point,
they are totally, wholly, solely responsible.
I want to
for
bring
what
in
is
Ami
happening in our
Yagnik because the
villages.
member of parliament from the area of Dhar is from the Congress party. And we've heard a lot of condemnation of what happened in Dhar and this incident from the Congress party, but it is your member of parliament, Ami Yagnik, and in the past also, when we talk of the certain psyche, is we know better. On April 23rd, 2013, the Madhya Pradesh Congress General Secretary said, जब तक कोई महिला टेढ़ी नजर से हंसेगी नहीं, तब तक कोई आदमी उसे छेड़ेगा नहीं. That kind of psyche. That is what we are talking about. That people decide that this woman, just because she was married and seeing somebody else, this is good enough for this for a largely male-dominated sarpanch or a panchayat rather, to decide that a certain kind of punishment needs to be meted out. The Congress also needs to answer, even though the state is ruled by the BJP, which you have taken an opportunity to hit out against them.
Definitely, I think the Madhya Pradesh government is solely responsible. First, you have taken the name of the Congress MP who is in that particular constituency. Definitely he will have to take a stand and he will have to find out what is happening in that particular constituency. But if you see that law and order is a state subject, and when Madhya Pradesh government is boasting that it's a developed state, one of the finest developed states in the country, what is happening? First you see that the women rights, no respect for it. Human rights violation are gone. You can see the man is also stripped, and then the whole village is in procession.
Let's talk of this specific incident. Let's talk of this specific incident.
Yes,
Even after all of this happened, this went on for 2 hours. Where was the member of
exactly what I'm
parliament?
trying to tell you.
Where were your party leaders who tried to stop it?
What was the state police doing at that time? Is there no police in that particular village?
We asked that question of the BJP and the government. I'm asking you. As far as the Congress party is concerned, what did the Congress party do? What did the member of parliament do? Because for 2 hours, this couple was paraded around different villages or nearby villages in the area. After that, the police took their time to even register an FIR.
It is very easy to pin anything on a MP or MLA there. But what is the state government on the whole doing? Where is the police of that particular village? And have you registered an FIR against the people? There's a thrashing. Has the state Mahila Ayog or the state Human Rights Commission even taken down the complaint?
They are the first ones to react. Anyways, let me bring in Shana and the BJP as well.
It is the state government who has to do this.
Ami Yagnik is also talking about how the state machinery seems to be breaking down in Madhya Pradesh, and also a sense of Madhya Pradesh almost going back in time from a minister who says that Maryada ka ullanghan hota hai to Sita ka bhi haran hota hai, to this couple being paraded. Is the BJP choosing to look the other way, or do you perhaps agree with the way the village meted out justice to this couple?
First and foremost, Maru, there is no shying away from any kind of accountability, even if it's our own government. Now let's understand that this is clearly a problem that we face in society at large. And whether it's the Khap Panchayats, whether it's a regressive
Shana, just hold on. We can't seem to hear you. Just a minute till our producers get that right. I want to go across to Ranjana Kumari. And Ranjana, you were trying to bring in a point there when Ami Yagnik was speaking about how the member of parliament should have acted in a way. And clearly the question is being asked of women's rights groups and the kind of action that they can take or the measures that they can take. Do make your point at this point till we go across back to China.
Well, women's choice, if women makes a choice, if women's dignity is always at stake, whether it is Haryana run by Congress, whether it is Rajasthan run by Congress, whether it is Uttar Pradesh run by Samajwadi Party, whether it is Madhya Pradesh run by BJP. So I think I do not understand how any woman can argue for saying this party is ruling, so this is what is happening, or that party is ruling, that is why it is happening. It is women, it is, how many men, married men, I want to say with some challenge and authority, can vouch by not going and having any kind of other relationship. If she chose to, if she falls in love, marriages are made without any, given any opportunity for choices. In case she fell in love with somebody else, what kind of a crime has she done? While Indian society, we are unique in criminalizing love. This is something very, very unique about Indian society. Also, when women, how dare women? How dare women? That is what is the approach and the attitude in doing, teaching a lesson. And I think certainly law and order machinery has to do something about it. They did not go there, they did not register a complaint, they do not punish such people, and that is why such, after 66 years
And it is not just the BJP government that we are talking about, Ami Yagnik. And the questions are being asked not just of the BJP state government, it's also being asked of the local representative, the member of parliament who happens to belong to the Congress party, Ami Yagnik.
Absolutely. Definitely, the person is definitely going to take up the issue. I have not even known what has happened, what steps, but definitely the steps will be taken. But you understand one point, we are talking on one side and we are empowering women. We have put machinery everywhere, National Commission for Women, State Commission for Women. It is very surprising that not even an FIR is getting registered, the woman is not given any protection, there is no security. How does it happen for 2 hours and there is not a single person calling the police to that place to see that the woman is taken to a proper shelter home and everything is taken care of by law and machinery? Where is the police at all? Where is the protection to the woman? And the state commission
point, Ami Yagnik, almost sounds like, it sounds more like a political slugfest as far as the Congress party is concerned, because it happens to be
not at all. There is no political.
I'll just give you an example.
We are here for women's rights.
Let me ask you. Was the Haryana Congress leader?
What is the sarpanch of the village doing?
Let me ask you.
We are talking here of women's rights.
If you are going to go to the Lok Sabha, what is the member of parliament also doing, which is the question we've been asking. But as far as the Congress party is concerned, apart from this slugfest that you're getting into as far, with the BJP, Dharamveer Goyal was a Haryana Congress leader. He said, I don't feel any hesitation in saying that 90% of the girls want to have sex intentionally, but they don't know that they would be gang raped. This he had said sometime back this year. At that point, the Congress decided not to take any action against it. Now it is leaders like Dharamveer Goyal who would be part of that panchayat in Dhar as well and say that just because this woman chose to do whatever she wanted in her life and she made a certain choice, they wanted to criminalize the choices that she had made. It is the same thing whether it is Haryana or it is Madhya Pradesh, whether it is a BJP ruled state or it is a Congress ruled state.
2 points here, Maruk. 2 points here. One, the person has made an individual remark and maybe the person's opinion. You just cannot put it on one party that it is because the party worker has said that it might be attributed to the whole party. But the person might be having his own opinion or whatever statement he has made or she has made.
No action was taken. No action was taken against Mr. Goyal. But one second, Ami Yagnik, because Shaina NC is back with us, and I want to ask the representative from the BJP. Number one, this is a state where we are seeing not just a minister who to now a couple being paraded. Why is the BJP choosing to look the other way? Or do you at some level believe that the justice that was meted out to this couple was perhaps the right way to go?
Let me start by saying, Maruk, that this is an absolutely horrendous incident. There is no question that there has been a question vis-a-vis the apathy of the police. There is clearly a larger question which is about our society at large. If they can go about, shaming not just this woman and man, but what appalls me is that part of the people participating in this village were also women. So I think it's a larger sociological problem. I take complete onus as far as our government goes, because I don't think that one would want to shy away from this, and I really don't care who the MP is, whether he belongs to Congress or BJP. The larger question is that this has been a tragedy. It's a shameful tragedy, but what here on? 20 people have been arrested in Dhar by the police, but of course that would be an outcome of the public outcry at a certain stage. But the larger question here, Mahrukh, is that what are we as a society today? If we're going to be so regressive in thought, and as a society, if this is the kind of a fierce reaction we're going to give to two lovers, completely taint their bodies and paint their bodies with black, have them paraded round for 2.5 hours. I think that it's absolutely a shocking and shameful day for India. And if we're going to get into this BJP Congress slugfest, I have lots to say vis-a-vis the Congress, but I choose to refrain from that and really address the issue. In our country, we have Khap Panchayats, we have various incidents such as this that take place, and clearly the state government is going to react. As far as the question goes, Ms. Rai, who heads the who is the women's chairperson, has clearly said that stern action will be taken. But I don't think that that's sufficient. We need to ensure that such incidents, irrespective of which part of the country, whether it's Haryana, whether it's Madhya Pradesh, whether it's Chhattisgarh, whether it's Mizoram, should not happen. And the kind of public reaction we need to generate needs to be above this kind of political.
Completely out of very quick. I just want to know, should the State Commission for Chairperson not go there when the whole community goes crazy? They behave like in such an abnormal manner. Should somebody not go there? Should MPs and MLAs not reach there? Should they not try to have a dialogue with the community to understand, to change their mindset? Is it not part of the development agenda that people must also start thinking in different way, the way they look at women? Should that not be also part of a responsibility and accountability of the political class? How can you absolve them by that? How only making a statement and how comes by arresting a few people?
I'm so sorry, Shana, you had to come in late into every guest on the panel has made some valid points. We just hope that, as Shana was saying, as Ranjana was saying, and Ami Yagnik as well, that this just doesn't move on as another story where it becomes a political slugfest rather than any affirmative action being done on the ground. Because what happened to this couple, the choices that were made by that woman and the man should be respected and clearly not being judged by a small millie of people who then decide to carry out justice in the way that they think best. To all my guests this evening for joining me on Newsnight, thank you so much. On that note, I'll have to take a break. My producers are saying that I'm completely running out of time. But coming up, mission domination, Australia post a mammoth 359. Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma lead the Indian fight back.
Oh, he's got all of that straight away.